There's no physical reference. There's no measurement for a globe. He's denying his globe. He's chosen the rock. No physical reference. Okay, well, if you've got no physical reference, then you've got no globe to believe in then, have you? If you can't measure it, you can't reference it, you've got no claim. Don't yammer through me. You say no reference, I say no globe then. So you haven't got any reference points for your globe. No starting point, no measurements.
But you heard it incorrectly. I said that I have a reference. For example, I can define the horizontal in relation to the vertical as 90 degrees to it.
Welcome to Flat Earth. If you're going to describe and measure the reference that is horizontal, then you'll need one to measure. If you can't get it, which is on a globe, there are no horizontals on a globe. You'll need a flat Earth for that.
It isn't just a basis concept, it's a reference to actually something physical, which is the sea. So if we simply directly measure the sea without any word games, and it turns out that the measurement points over distance are curved, then automatically level is curved, and this is actually possible and was done already.
Okay, fine, I'll go with it. How would you describe how curved it was?
In reference to the horizontal at 8
Oh, so you'd need to have a horizontal then? Like a level that isn't bent? So in order to describe how curved it is, well, obviously I'm going to have the geometric axiom of horizontal to describe it from. No, mate, you haven't got that anymore. That horizontal's moving around the centre of a sphere according to your citation. So how can you possibly describe it deviating from a horizontal if horizontals bend?
No, you're conflating terms. Horizontal wouldn't be bent, level would be. Then you would make a distinction between these two terms.
Yeah, level and horizontal. Having no part higher or lower than the other, that's horizontal.
Yeah, and as I already said...
Yeah, and it must be because it's a geometric axiom. It's a principle that must be used to describe curvature with. You're trying to bastardize that geometric principle into both being level, having no part higher or lower than another, and moving around a center point. It can't. That violates the law of identity.
If you wanted to, you could create a flower-shaped coordinate system and declare that the surface of that flower is the zero in your coordinate system and measure height in relation to that flower.
Oh, nice. You can also do that with a globe, but you'd first need a horizontal plane of reference to be measuring from and with respect to start that process off. And that's exactly what we do. Now, further to that, we've put a nice bit of distance between the fact that we are measuring a horizontal plane the observer is standing on for latitude that was wrapped around your globe. Now, when we got to the fact that you will be measuring a horizontal plane that the observer is standing on, we segued onto height of eye. Also, with respect to sea level, that's surface level, because we're measuring the plane, the horizontal plane the observer is standing on, for an altitude angle that you also detailed. None of this have been met with a concession that is indeed, as described, the horizontal plane that the observer is standing on and will be measured for height of eye, or altitude angle, or anything else for that matter. Earth must be measured flat for all of these processes. Shout out to Jomo. Says my roasting grill is still on medium with this guy. Turn up the heat, Nathan. Nah, I'll do this all day. I'm in quite a good temperament. So if he wants to carry on dancing between the rock of I haven't got any measurements because surface level isn't level and I can't measure from surface level, it deviates around, moving around a sphere and can't have anything reference to level because nothing's level anymore. Everything's curving, so we haven't got a geometric axiom to describe anything with. Therefore no measurements, therefore no globe model, therefore no principles to make the globe model with. That's his rock. Alternatively, accept the hard place of, oh yeah, I can get measurements of a horizontal plane of reference, like surface level or sea level. And once I measure them, I'll be welcome to flat Earth. So it's either deny the globe and its measurements or be welcome to flat Earth with the measurements that are flat. That's it. Those are his choices. I'll do it all day.
It's absolutely false that I have no physical reference for these terms.
So we can't measure Earth, ladies and gentlemen, for his globe belief. This globe believer says there's no physical reference, there's no measurement for a globe. He's denying his globe, he's chosen the rock, no physical reference. Okay, Well, if you've got no physical reference, then you've got no globe to believe in then, have you? If you can't measure it, you can't reference it, you've got no claim. Don't yammer through me. You say no reference, I say no globe then. So you haven't got any reference points for your globe? No starting point, no measurements?
But you heard it incorrectly. I said that I have a reference. For example, I can define the horizontal in relation to the vertical as 90 degrees to it.
Welcome to Flat Earth. If you're going to describe and measure the reference that is horizontal, then you'll need one to measure. If you can't get it, which is on a globe, there are no horizontals on a globe. You'll need a flat Earth for that. Welcome to Flat Earth. There are no horizontals on a globe. You will require a flat Earth for that.
There is a vector of acceleration, and this is...
So what's acceleration now got to do with anything? He's just said, I can get a measurement because I can get horizontal. Not from a globe, you cannot. Do you want to concede that, first of all? Do you think you've got horizontals? He's going to chant through me. Bitch. What a bitch. You haven't got any horizontals on a globe. Fundamentally, that denies the principle of a spherical surface. There are no horizontals for you, sir. You will need a flat Earth for that which you said you could measure. Oh, I can get horizontal. Yeah, you'll need a flat Earth for it.
There are horizontals that aren't following the surface of the globe. They would only be touching them at one point.
We haven't got a horizontal from a globe.
But
you haven't got a globe. To get the horizontal, now he's going to yammer through me, bitch. What a bitch. No, you're not referencing a globe. You first need your horizontal before you start begging the question of your globe. You said you could get a measurement and it was horizontal. Not from a globe, you won't. So where will you get the horizontal from?
From, for example, a spirit level, which references a physical acceleration due to gravity.
Spirit levels don't measure acceleration. They're measuring flatness. You think you're going to get a measurement of a globe from a spirit level? So you're telling me your origin measurement for a globe comes from a spirit level, correct?
Yeah,
Stutter for me. Welcome to Flat Earth. This man has just told my audience that his origin measurements for his globe are a spirit level. Measuring level with that much? It's got level in the name.
No. This is how you establish the baseline for the measurements. This is not the measurements
do spirit, just so we're clear. Just so we're clear. You seemed to assert earlier that level wasn't the same as horizontal. Do spirit levels measure the curve with respect to a center point of Earth? Is that what spirit levels measure?
Yeah, over distance they would trace a curve, exactly.
Right, no, spirit levels do not measure curvature.
How do you know that?
Clues in the title, you dumbo.
I mean, you've never checked...
Sorry, if you're out there and you work in the trades and you have got in your tool bag a spirit level and you want to believe you're on a globe, then eventually you will be in the position that this numpty globe-believing dipshit is in, where he tells you, a workman, that yes, your spirit level is used to measure curvature. No, it's not. It's used to measure the horizontal. How level, how having no part higher or lower than the other, how being parallel with the plane of the horizon the item you are measuring is. In your mind, because of your equivocation, you believe that having no part higher or lower than the other is simultaneously having the same height with respect to a center point on a sphere. No, it isn't. We covered that, you didn't like it.
How it isn't if you just agreed that level is independent of the shape. Then
Got nothing to do with shape. Level isn't anything to do with shape. It's about that's the 9th time he's tried to use that. I keep telling you why you're using it. You're telling me level has something to do with shape, at best an aspect. Because in your mind, level is globe. It isn't a shape. Level's not a shape. You keep dragging this in when I say it's not a shape. Oh, you don't want to talk about the aspect of level and its shapeliness. It's got nothing to do with it. It's an aspect of Earth we'll measure, how level it is, like sea level, surface level, eye level. Those things are level. They're not globe-shaped. They need to be for you in your religion. They're just not. Meanwhile, we are measuring Earth with respect to how level it is. For eye level, surface level, sea level, those are all measurements. You can deny them. I just say, okay, well, choose the rock. Got no measurements for your globe then. When you go to the hard place and say, oh yeah, the horizontal plane of reference I can use, that'll be a flat earth welcome moment because you're using a flat earth to reference because you need to. Like I say, I'll do this all day. Smash the super chat to support this channel. Hit me up on PayPal. Help me out with my terrible overdraft. Go ahead, One Deck.
So are there any surveying measurements yet that actually prove the sea level is flat, for example? Instead of just declaring it based on a misinterpreted definition?
Sea level is level. Sea level is flat. Having no part higher or lower than the other and getting the average is sea level.
Then level does imply a shape.
No. Having no part... Oh, my God. Just server mute this asshole. I'm not going to... That's 10. That's 10. I'm done. You're done. That was your last chance. I've said it 10 times. I'll say it 10th, then I'm going to have you removed. No. An aspect of flatness. Level. Surface level. These are not shapes. They need to be shapes for you. So that when we measure Earth flat, you can delude yourself that you've measured a shape. No. How high you are above the surface level isn't a shape. It's how high you are above a horizontal plane of reference. Shapeless. Go on, John.
But if you...
Oh, shut up.
If you get...
Shut up. Shut up. You've done it. I don't think you get it, dickhead.
Are you
You've
mad?
done it. Shut up.
Any problem?
Shut up. You've done it 10 times where you try and associate the aspect of flatness or surface level, eye level, sea level with a shape. Now, after I've done it 10 times, I start losing my temper with you, and it suddenly seems to the audience like I'm the unreasonable one. When I start resisting the urge to rip you a new asshole and swear at you, I don't want to do that. So I don't want to talk to you anymore. No, it's unreasonable that I should have to tolerate 10 repetitions that an aspect surface level, eye level, is somehow associated with shape. It is for you, you glurf moron. In reality, no. Level's just level. A horizontal plane we reference for height in a form of a measurement. Not shape. Now I'm done. You're just annoying. Go away and believe that aspects and levels are shapes. I'm done with doing it with you. You're too dumb to comprehend the flaw in your logic. I'm not going to point out that flaw 11 times. Bugger off.
Yeah, I was going to say that he was asking you to measure level, but level is the measurement. The thing is, he's either separating the reference from the geometric understanding, or he's separating the geometric understanding from what we experience. It's constantly happening. A measurement has a reference, which is the surface of Earth, the plane that we stand on. The geometric concept that we use is horizontal, and it's tied together in a measurement of level. Why is that so hard to understand?
Because level in his mind's a shape. Therefore, it's got to be a curved Earth surface, and if I point out that the measurement requires it is taken as read in the geometric axiom you're describing to be measuring, it can't be a shape, it can't be curving away, it isn't.
It doesn't comport with a ball. That's why they can't comprehend it, John. That's why they can't understand it.
In my Nathan, in my list of words not to use, you're not allowed to use. I've got 19 of them. He's used every one, I think, to explain a globe.
Go and list them again, just for the new people. There's 138 people watching. Wow.
Words not allowed to be used when explaining how Earth is measured curved. Sea level, horizon, horizontal, parallel, plumb, perpendicular, elevation, angles, 90 triangles, sea sextant, theodolite, water level, altitude, vertical, tangent, straight, line, plane, flat. Can't use them words. Nothing to do with curvature.
Yeah, they need every one of them, though, don't they?
Nathan, I thought it would click when you broke it down that it's not comporting to his ball. That's why he needs it to be a shape. Because when you talk about level, it can't be level. How's it going to be level on a ball? That's where the penny should drop. But with these people, it doesn't.
No, in their mind, level is a ball. No, it isn't. Level is level. It's an axiom that must be adhered to for you to start the process of believing that you're on a spinning water ball. You're not. You're measuring Earth flat and extrapolating out your belief into a sphere shape based on those flat Earth measurements that you want to fundamentally deny until we do this, right? Spend a good solid hour with the globe proponent either relinquishing any measurements that he can take the moment they're pointed out that they're flat. Alternatively, deny the geometric axiom of the principle of level and say it's curving, therefore undermining and violating every principle used in the assertion based on flat Earth measurements of a globe. So either accept Earth's measured flat, because it is, and that's how your origin of a globe begins, or deny that you've got any measurements. That's what we've seen today. Round and round and round we go. I don't mind.
Yeah, you do.
Not at all. I do till we get to 10.
Yeah, that was your limit, because you said you could do this all day, and then you said, oh, that's it.
Well, it's at the point that I get annoyed, and I've generally put an arbitrary number of about 10 on it. By the time we get to number 10, I feel annoyed, and I don't see, as the host of the show, why I should be. Why should I get annoyed with the guy rinsing and repeating the same violation of the law of non-contradiction and the law of identity 10 times? Why?
Well, then don't say I can do this all day. When you apparently you can't.
Okay, smart ass.
Don't worry, EMBO will be right back in chat, skanks, in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail with the same idiot garbage. What a clown.
Because he's a troll.
No, he's in pain. I don't say that's trolling. That's someone in deep cognitive dissonance. I can't accept the measurement because it's flat. Well, if I deny that flat is flat, that'll help me. Other than it relinquishes my model. Well, I'll relinquish my model until someone points out I'm relinquishing my model. Then I'll use the flat Earth measurements till someone points out they're flat. Then I'll deny the measurements till I get pointed out that I'll relinquish my globe. Then I'll accept the measurements. Then I'll say the measurements aren't flat. And so we go round.